when I sat outside, it was so warm. Holy shit, and now I'm just freezing. So, anyway, I want to get through this next part, which is the important part to me, and that is pulling one of these cards that I created to tell us what to do to help get us into our hearts. So, the first one, I actually knew this one was going to show up today. The first one is about joy. And what happens when we're not feeling joy is because we are experiencing some form of sadness and loneliness. And sometimes there's something that went on in our lives that is making us sad, that's making us feel lonely. But other times, most of the time, it's because we are believing stories that we're not good enough. And what we get to do together is start to do things that pull us back into our hearts, where we experience joy, which is this beautiful flow of who we actually are. Of course, there's sadness and loneliness. I'm not saying that we shouldn't feel those things. But regardless, if sadness and loneliness is coming from something that you're experiencing in your life, or if it's coming from a belief, like the belief that you're not good enough, either way, the thing that's going to help us heal is to be in the moment. And that's the answer to everything. Be here with the truth. Align with peace, align with joy, align with love. Now, if I would just say that and cut the video, you'd be like, well, how the fuck do I do that? And that is kind of this next phase of what I've been doing in my life, is really mapping out what worked for me. Because like I've said, I have gone through hell so many fucking times, through my divorce, through my cancers, losing everything financially, like parenting. I've had so many challenges that put me on the fucking floor in fetal position. I used to pray to die so many times, and then I thought I was dying, so I prayed to live, got through that, and life got so hard again that I would pray to die. And now I'm at a point in my life where I'm still facing challenges, but I don't ever think that I want to die. That I now know, I'm like, bring it on, life. I mean, I'm not fucking tempting life to challenge me and send me crazy shit. But I know, no matter what, I will get through it. And that is what happens when we get through challenges, is we learn from it. And then we know that whatever the fuck happens, we'll get through it, which means we worry less. That to me is faith, is like, we know that we will get through it. So anyway, what I just want to keep doing is talking about how to find these places in our hearts. So the one we're talking about today is joy. This to me is our inner child. So we want to connect to that part of us. And we do that by resting. We do that by playing. How many people actually play throughout the day? We want to balance the resting and playing. And then we also want to accomplish things, because some people rest way too much. Some people play way too much, and it's time to do things. For me, something that I do as an accomplishment is making these videos, writing my books, doing something for my business every day. I also love going to the gym. I started riding my bike again. So those things to me are accomplishments. So I balance that with resting also. And playing and creating, like creating with no fucking purpose. Playing for no purpose at all. We're so programmed that we have to have a purpose to everything that we do. And that's actually not true, because if we're doing it for a purpose, we're actually not really enjoying it. What we're here to do is enjoy. And when we enjoy, we are in joy. We're experiencing joy. And so when we're experiencing those things, what we're actually realizing is, hey, wait a minute, I'm healthy, I'm happy. And what we're doing is we're stepping into that truth. And we learn the truth, we know the truth, we experience the truth, we align with the truth when we're in the moment, and we get into the moment through our hearts, by our actions, and our actions being feeling our emotions, noticing our thoughts, but then also taking it further, where we're resting, where we're playing, where we're balancing those things in our lives. And that's what healing is. Because if we're looking at another person to help us, I mean, you can look to another person to be a facilitator of your healing. But if you're relying on someone else to heal you, you're denying yourself the opportunity to learn how to heal yourself. And that is what I'm doing with my work now. Um, when I do healing circles, when I do healing sessions, everything that I do is about helping you become the person that can heal themselves. And to me, the word heal means hold them, encourage them, accept them, and love them. And you have to be the person that can do that on your own. And this is where I've been going wrong in life. I've noticed that I've really been believing that I needed a partner in my life in order to be whole. And that's not true. So I was not good at being alone. I enjoy being alone, but there was always this belief that I needed someone to fill me up, that I wasn't complete without a partner. And that's not true. It doesn't mean that I wouldn't like to have a partner, but because there was a neediness involved in it, I wasn't truly stepping into the joy of being alone, which means I was attracting people that were abusive because I was so needy that I allowed it. So these are all things that we get to look at. But what I really want to encourage you to do today is rest and play. You know, for me, playing, I love to sit in my pool. That is play. I love playing with this crazy little dog of mine. That is play. I love doing stupid shit with my kids. That is play. Music to me is really huge. Like when I put my music on, I go for drives, I blare the fucking music, I'm listening to Metallica, I'm listening to Taylor Swift. My new fucking favorite is Ella Langley. I can't get enough of that girl. But music really puts me into my heart. It puts me into joy. But what I've realized is if I stay there, it's almost like there's too much fun. And so I need to balance it with meditation and grounding, where I'm more in my heart. Because when I'm listening to fun music and inspiring music and like amazing music, I go into this space where I don't believe in anything. I believe in my future. I believe in my dreams, and I can't wait till this happens, and I can't wait till that happens. That's my place where I feel like I'm really envisioning my dreams. And that's a wonderful thing, but we have to balance that, like I said. So I've really recognized, I start my day with meditation. I really get deep into my heart, where I'm in the space where I don't need anything different to happen in order to be happy. So everything that I'm talking about, everything that we do is about balance. We want to be able to play, but we also want to be able to accomplish things. We want to rest, but we also want to be able to create with no purpose. So this is our inner child work, and I've written books about this. But the interesting thing is, when I write a book, I'm always in this space of, oh my God, this is what people need. This is the answer. And then I see something more and I'm like, holy shit, it's not just about the inner child. It's about the divine masculine and divine feminine. It's about divine mother and divine father. Well, yeah. Now I've broken this into 8 different layers and levels that I want to talk about, and I've correlated them with the chakras. There's 7 chakras, and I added another one because it had to be 8 for some reason in my visions. But the 8th one to me is the soul. So now it's not just the inner child, it's all of these other parts of ourselves. Like I said, I've been really bold as fuck lately, but I also need to balance that out with the inner child and getting more nurturing and spending more time playing and really enjoying my day.